2025 was the strongest financial year for me, and by the grace of God, I could invest $47,000 across Canada and India. Yeah, it was the biggest investment that I had ever done in my life. It was not just because of the time and luck, but the biggest reason behind this was consistency. In fact, I invested every day when the market was open. Since I could do this, I firmly believe that you can start your investment journey in 2026 too. And in fact, I will help you remain consistent. This video is all about my investment plan about 2026, and if you want to start your investment journey, make sure you watch this video until the end. Before we start this video, my name is Mayur. I live in Canada and work as an engineer, but I love to talk about money and mindset. The sole purpose of this YouTube channel is to encourage you guys start your investment journey, make money and enjoy the life. Let's start the video. I'm not very ambitious about my income goal for 2026. In fact, since I work for a company, I work on a salary package, I know how much I'm gonna make at the end of the year. And to tell you this number, it will be around $6,000 every month. Now, I'm not telling you this number to do any show off, but it is just myself being honest with my viewers. Apart from my regular job, there are three different things that are gonna happen in this year, and that will give a definitely big push to my total income. First is I will be getting more than $12,000 to $13,000 as a tax refund in this year just because of all the investment that I have done in 2025. In fact, I am also gonna make a detailed video on this so that you can learn how you can get maximum tax refund. The second is the profit sharing. Since I got full-time in 2025, this will be the first year where I will be getting profit sharing from the employer. I'm not sure how much it will be, but I'm expecting it around to 6,000 at least, and I'm really excited for that because I never had that privilege in my life. And last will be the salary rise. I'll be getting this benefit for the first time too in Canada. It might be around 4 to 5 percentages. It won't be very significant, but you know that any free money is a good money. One thing that I have learned from the investing in 2025 is that I should not be felt stressed from investing if you have a ready-made plan about the investment at the beginning of the year. I have done the same thing in 2025. I had planned to invest 30% of my income every month straightforward. And even this number went up for many months when I had some surplus money after doing all of my essential expenses. And the same mindset I'm taking in 2026. I'm following the very boring but simple and straightforward plan. I am allocating 50% of my income towards my needs. This includes my rent, utility, and all the essential bills that I need for my survival. But next 30% is totally non-negotiable. It must be going towards the investment. But after doing this, you need to live your life too. In fact, I allocate 15% of my money towards the fun budget. I like to go on a vacation. I like to go out for the dinners. In fact, I am planning to go on Dominican Republic and Cuba once again in 2026. And last but not the least, I firmly believe that we all must do the charity. Whatever the universe is giving to us, we should definitely give back something to the universe. 2025 was the year of ETFs for me. I invested in more than 10 different ETFs, right from the gold ETF to Bitcoins to an ETF that covers whole emerging sectors all across the world. But 2026, my focus from ETFs to stocks. It will be an experimental year. I want to see whatever my knowledge about stocks and investing, and I want to challenge that one. But it will be absolutely no trading. It will be just long-term investment. The overall focus for 2026 is to stay invested, manage the risk, and let time do the heavy lifting, not me. Since I'm in Canada, my most investment will be in Canada, but I also want to invest in India because I believe that India is the fastest economic growing country, and I don't want to have a fear of missing out. You can see the detailed bifurcation about my investment plan on the screen here. Do not get confused about the different terminologies. The most terminologies belongs to Canadian people. To name it, first is a tax-free saving account, TFSA. Any growth in this account is totally tax-free. I invest a lot towards my retirement. Whatever I invest in RRSP gets deducted from my total taxable income. The same goes with the FHSA, first house saving account. It reduces my taxable income, and if I use that money to pay for the down payment of my first house, that money is totally tax free. And the last, I invest in India. So you can see that I invest in different stocks, ETFs, Bitcoins ETFs, and many more. In spending and lifestyle sector, most of the people think that doing investment planning and budgeting restrict you from living the life. But in fact, it is actually opposite. Once you do budgeting and investment planning, you know where the money will be going. You do not need to control your money. You will be controlling your money passively. You are not putting any efforts, and this will make your life more relaxed. I'm talking about planning throughout of the whole video, but what about some unexpected events happen in your life, like you lose? But in this case, if you have some emergency fund already prepared and parked in your saving account, you should be stress free. And the same approach I am following in 2026 too. I am carry forwarding the emergency fund that I had prepared in 2025, and that is worth of 48,000, and I'm using the same amount as my emergency fund in 2026 too. In fact, this money can help survive me for almost a year in case if I lose a job. I absolutely do not touch this money unless there is an emergency, and I really hope that I do not get it. And in fact, even you do not get it. After the emergency fund, let's talk about the needs budget, the things that I need for my survival. If I see 2025, the average monthly expenses that I needed for my survival was $3,300. This included my rents, utilities, and all the essential bills, as I talked earlier. And I do not see changing in this category unless Mr. Donald Trump brings something stupid like trade war or the Trump war. I'm just kidding. And at the same time, I also do not want to control every single dollar in my bank account. I want to live my life too. And it is absolutely okay to spend money on something that's adds some value to your life. And for me, this stuff is going on a vacation. I love going on a vacation. In 2025, I had gone to Cuba recently with one of my friends, and it was a totally blast. I had fun like anything. And I'm following the same trend in 2026. Hopefully, I'm planning to visit Dominican Republic and maybe Cuba once again. The probable budget for these two vacations will be around 7,500, and that can I easily manage from my wants allocation. Now I'm using this as an example to show you that how doing budgeting can help you stay motivated for the whole year, and you can go on a vacations if the budget allows you. It is very simple. Since going on these two vacations are already planned as per my budgeting plannings, the chances of getting fail is absolutely very less. And this is how budgeting helps. Overall, 2026 is not about doing any dramatic things. It is about doing the right thing again and again and avoiding any obvious mistakes. By the end of 2026, the success will be like I'm investing very religiously and consistently almost every day. I am not stressed about any emergencies. I am well prepared in terms of my emergency fund. And lastly, I feel confident about my long-term investment decisions. I just want to review my finance very regularly and make changes very calmly if there is some unexpected events. If you think that this video has helped you to set your financial goal for 2026, that's absolutely win for me. You do not need to copy my number. You need to copy my habit of planning. If you want to go financially in 2026, you are at the right place. And if you want to learn more about tax-free saving account, if you are in Canada, I have made a detailed video on this. You can watch the video by clicking on this thumbnail. Thank you so much for watching.